I know I joke about a lot of things, but I also talk about real shit too. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the real things I want to address. You know what I mean? And this is about the presence of deadbeat moms. Y'all want to talk about deadbeat dads? It's a lot of deadbeat moms, and they present. They in their kids' life, but they're a little different. They're there. They take care of their kids every day. They feed them. They clothe them. They make sure they go to school, and they're viewed as good moms. But you know what make them deadbeats? Is the fact that they poison the kid's mind against the kid's father. Because they have a personal vendetta against that father, so they make the kid think the father's a piece of shit. When in actuality, behind closed doors, that man is actually trying to get in touch with his kid. He's calling, he's going to court, he's paying child support. He's doing everything in his power to be a father. And what are you mothers doing? You out there using the kids as a weapon, dangling that kid over that man's head like they're a fucking object. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever talks on women about who do shit like that. Nobody talks about that. You know what I'm saying? I go through that shit personally. You know what I mean? I pay child support and I lose a lot behind it. And it's fine. I don't care. Kids need to get child support. I don't have no problem paying it. But at the same time, you mothers don't have the right to drag a man's name through the dirt to the kid who's innocent. Let that kid determine if he's a piece of shit or not. If he's out there trying to be a part of his kid's life and he's trying to be a father to this kid and support the kid mentally, financially, emotionally, whatever he's trying to do, let him do it. Just because y'all didn't work out and y'all got problems don't mean he's bad for the kid. And you don't even realize that you're doing it. Stop telling the kid what your problems are with him. Because the kid is with you all the time, so the kid is automatically and naturally going to take your side. They're going to say, oh, daddy, you made my mommy cry. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair for that kid to know nothing. So guess what happens? The father gets child support in order. He pays his child support weekly. He also gets visitation. But guess what happens now? Now, the visitation don't even fucking matter because the kid don't like the father. The kid don't even want to be around the father because the mother has poisoned this kid's mind against him. Ain't that about a bitch? So when y'all talk about deadbeat dads, remember this. Dads are not always deadbeats. Sometimes you create a deadbeat. Sometimes you got dudes who don't want to take care of their kid. They won't be involved. They don't pay no money. Then you got guys who also fucking deadbeats. They just throw money at the kid like that means something. No, time means everything. But then you got the guys that got a little bit and they give what they can so they can also feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then they constantly call. You don't got to call them to check for their kid because they're calling. They're calling to see their kid all the time. And you motherfuckers are giving them a hard time. You're not letting them be a father. You know what I'm saying? You want to use the kid as a weapon. So what happens? He goes through it and he goes through it and he goes through it for years. Realizes the kid don't even want to be around him because he fought so hard. He pays his child support. He argues with you. He cries himself to sleep at night. He can't see his kid. And then what happens? He just gives up. Think about that shit for a minute. He just gave up because he got so used to not being a part of his kid's life that it becomes normal to him because you held him back from that. So before you call a man a deadbeat, realize who's the real deadbeat. A lot of times it's these fucking mothers.